Also, so with this then, this is obviously the Gaming4Hope interview with his dad. Is this the first time that his dad has been in content? He's had his children in the videos, he's had his wife in the videos, and he's had his grandmother in the videos. But as far as I can understand, this is the first time that his father has been in the videos. So let's see what he's got for us. Hey! There he is.
That's not a good start. All right, if you're over on YouTube, what's up, Idolated? That's my one that was asking you questions about DILFs. That's, wow, they're already here.
Yep, nice.
Ex-helicopter mechanic, yep, that's true. Hey, it gave you an ad, which means it's probably trying to grab something.
Apparently.
Hey, you're just getting me paid.
Oh,
that's,
there you go.
Yeah, oh, nice, beautiful.
See, dude, people will watch this and have some sort of laughing and mockery of it. And then will tell me straight in the face I should bring Mumsy on stream. Absolutely fucking not, dude. Also, the other problem as well with bringing Mumsy into the content is that I make her a legitimate target, which I don't want to do, bro. I don't want people like trying to find her and, you know, say crazy things. People are fucking crazy on the internet, dude. People are literally fucking mental. Me included. So I don't want to bring Mumsy into that.
For some reason, so I'm going to be honest with you, chat. This was all, I have everything figured out now. I've got it in a whole setup over there. We'll go into that later. This is my dad. This is Todd. And you'll probably want to turn that down too. If it has audio coming through, it'll start looping.
That'd be annoying.
Yeah, that would be a fun time for all of us. Yeah. So let me know if you're on either of the platforms. Just let me know if you can hear both of us right now. And if you want to talk a little bit too, so they know they can hear you.
Hello.
Also, I know this is obviously, people are saying it's a homosexual thing. Embrace the suck. Isn't that some sort of military thing or something? Does it not mean like embrace the hardness of being in the military? I don't fucking know.
So is the title still not set? Wait, what do you mean is the title still not set? I did it. I did, I swear.
Okay, come
I think
on.
the little goofy thing by a motorcycle. Like,
come on, get past the tech issues.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. There. Oh, you can't use swipe on an iPad? Oh Lord, yep. Chat, we already are crashing out. This isn't what we want. Don't worry. Okay, we got to get the emoji, chat. Hold on, we got to get the emoji. I know you all like your emotes.
You're right.
All right.
He needs to start gaming for Ozempic.
Yo! Lucas, stay with the kicks. Terrible fat phobia.
Go down here and hit done. What are we thinking? Are we thinking we updated the title?
Dude, I know the struggle.
You guys have been hype training while I was tabbed out? What did you guys do? Okay, let's see. I'm going to filter out those.
So I'll answer. His vacation's been good.
Yeah.
He's been here. He's had some time off.
Yeah.
As far as how much do I bench? Less than one of my other sons.
Yeah.
He's kind of a unit, though.
Yeah, he's kind of a tank. Yeah, he could be Reinhardt if he wanted to be. Let me grab my peach vibe. Hold on. Can't have that. I opened one. It's just sitting over here. Condensating? Idea? I don't know. Anyway, apparently you guys just hype trained over on Twitch. I don't know what you said. Appreciate it. Y'all get the scam train going. That's a good. I'm the worst.
Okay, wait a second.
Yep, that's true. Peach vibe is. Do you ever hope?
Am I crazy here, or is he like soft flexing in front of his father? Yeah, got a hype train. Got a little hype train over on Twitch. Easy peasy, trivial for the likes of me.
For gaming? Depends on the moment. This was supposed to be my one experience with the outside gaming, and it was just a thumbnail. You baited us all. Yeah, I know. Actually, I am the worst. That's just cold hard reality. So this is the fun part about what I'm learning, chat, because I've never.
Okay, the other problem, to make a serious point straight away, is if you do a podcast style thing like this, you can't be looking at chat. It's too distracting. You should be focused on, maybe he's going to just log in and talk to his father. But this is like this constant pursuit of validation from chat that he's almost looking at it for seemingly to be like, oh, do they like this? Do they like what's going on? Just put the fucking pad away, lock in and have a convo with your fucking dad if that's the content that you want to do.
I've never done this before, where I've got like this iPad. Yeah, you guys we'll Vanna White it. It's right there. And it just keeps, when you guys type, it just says more messages below. I don't know how to get it to just go like it does on my computer. Any of you guys watch on iPads? Why are you censoring? I deserve my freedom of speech. You can have all your freedom of speech
like
you want. You just don't get to have it here. This is a dictatorship. They changed how rank works. You can now only duo queue and ranked. So you can't like squat up. That's interesting. Gaming for toes. So I'm not giving you free.
Hey! Oh, socks for free? Ooh! Lovely.
Sort of feet pics in this economy. You should be grateful.
Yeah, they had split ranked and standard. Yeah, no more getting flamed.
No,
and for losing or something.
I don't know either.
I don't know. It sounds like French.
That's probably true. Yeah. Kelpie is asking you what your favorite movie is.
Oh, depends on my day. You know, there's some I got caught in watching Stealth for a while, which realistically right now with AI, kind of everybody's concerned with AI. It's probably a good movie. If you haven't seen Stealth, probably.
Oh, dude, isn't that like some total goy slot boomer tier nonsense where a stealth fighter jet is controlled by a computer or something? I'm not seeing it. I'm pretty sure it's yeah. The AI plane. Yeah. I've seen like something about it or know of it somewhat, but I've never watched it because it looks awful.
Worth watching.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yep. I haven't seen that in a while. I forgot all about that movie. It's an old movie at this point, but it's great. It's a good one.
It's been a minute. Do I like games? Yes.
Wait, hang on a sec. That's his favorite. Wait a minute, dude. That's his favorite movie. It's some utter gutter tier slop, not some like high tier movie. Favorite movie is that, dude? What? That is fucking ridiculous, bro. Out of the entirety of cinema, that's the thing that comes to his mind. My favorite movie is LA Confidential. And there's obviously other movies I could pick as well, but that's the one I could watch anytime and enjoy it every time because it's such a classic. But yeah, if you pick an action, you've got like, yeah, Die Hard, Predator, Terminator. There's tons of movies that you could pick from the action genre that are like classics. Or Heat, I don't fucking know. There's tons of fucking movies you could select. But he picks Stealth, which is like some forgettable goy slop from the past decade. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, man.
Yep. I wish I had more time to play them.
Yeah.
I tend to, life keeps me like super.
Yes, I like the movie because Kevin Spacey's in it. Correct. Oh, I tell you another movie that I watched the other day. It's certainly not my favorite, you know, but it's indicative of how movie making has changed over the years. But you know, The Negotiator. It's not like a particularly great movie. It's not like a sort of 5 out of 5. It's just a kind of, you know, I call it like a mid-level movie. But that was at a time when they just released a movie and it wasn't anything crazy, but it was just like a decent movie to watch. Do you know what I mean? It was on Netflix. I just watched it randomly the other day. And you just think, God, they just usually just release a banger. It's like video games. They just release a banger randomly. It wasn't meant to be some massive release or some massive game or massive movie. They just release a movie and it'd be, oh, that's a good movie. That was fun to watch, you know? Whereas now, you get 3-hour fucking epics full of blacks and misinformation, dude. I've not even seen The Odyssey yet. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. You get it. They just dropped PsyOps the Mindgate Conspiracy to no fanfare. Yes, precisely. They just released a game that was great and that was it. Whereas now it just feels so few and far between.
Busy, but honestly.
Also, I don't know about you guys. Does anyone actually watch like the streaming movies? The streaming movies or you know, I go for Amazon and there's all these like Amazon movies they've done. And I'm just like, none of these like seem that appealing really, you know? They all just kind of suck, I feel like. They look like they kind of suck. But I tell you what I did watch yesterday at the cinema. Went to the cinema especially for this. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I watched the Minions movie. Minions versus Monsters, or whatever the fuck it's called. With the kids, obviously. Not by myself. I didn't just go by myself to a kids movie. Was it good? Well, I thought I'd just be on my phone the whole time because I normally am not that interested in the movies the kids are interested in. But I must say, you know, I did sort of end up watching it and it was fun. It was fun. Yes, with my kids, not with some just walking in with some random kids. Yes. So I would personally, if you've got kids, I'd recommend it. It's a good watch. Something there for, you know, it's got this kind of meta narrative as well, which is quite interesting. It's like a movie within a movie, which I always find quite interesting. But unfortunately, they once again were very cowardly in avoiding the question, did the Minions work for Hitler? And I think the creators even come out and said that, no, the Minions didn't work for Hitler. And then obviously the meme is, well, doesn't that say something that they're supposed to work for like the most evil person at a given time in history and they weren't working for Hitler? What does that tell you?
Kind of the whole Minecraft vibe, just to sit down and hang out and dig caverns for absolutely no reason. That's always a good way to spend an afternoon. So
Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, guy likes the shirt. Embrace the suck.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude, what is this, dude?
just one of the Under Armour places, right? No, this is a grunt style one. I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's grunt style.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's my wife just ordered it. I'm a firm believer in that whole thought. You got to do hard things, kind of thing. So, yeah, it's a deal anyway. But
Very true. I think I convinced my iPad to just let me watch like you guys do, which works out a lot better because no, don't go back. Okay. Thought it was going to go back. We're good. Now the chat's auto scrolling and I can actually keep up with you guys and I don't have to sit here and be like, oh, Lemon Fanta Hanzo. Always good to see you, my man.
Dude, this is just terrible, man. You should not be fucking having chat. Just speak to your dad. Speak to your fucking dad if you're going to do the fucking content, man.
I had to think, what favorite game? I actually like the Siege, that Rainbow Six, the Siege.
Yeah.
I suck at it.
I mean, it kind of makes sense with what you do.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of the guy that's like, all right, I'll go run through here and draw their fire, and that's usually when my gameplay.
So his favourite movie is Stealth, some absolute fucking dog water goy slop nonsense about an AI stealth fighter plane or something. And then his favourite game is fucking live service dog shit Rainbow Six slop.
And so,
It's the
other than that.
out in a blaze of glory.
yeah, that's it. Trevor Project. I have no idea what the Trevor Project is.
Oh, it's a troll. Yeah.
That's the charity that Gamin4Hope fundraised for, that did the conversion therapy. Oh my god, bro. No way, dude. Someone asked him about the Trevor Project. Oh, that's so good, man.
I just ignore it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you
we'll
go.
do that.
Yeah, that's it's the whole thing.
I can ignore those all day.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's
Yep.
what I do all. Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
Good.
Dad plays Rainbow Six. Notice he didn't say he was good. He
Yeah,
did. He made
it.
Just trying to desperately divert Dan away from the Trump comment. Oh, God, dude. Why didn't he say to him beforehand, listen, there's some things my trolls say that they're going to try and get a rise out of me. So just try and avoid Trevor Project. Fucking whatever else, you know? Oh, my God, man.
very clear.
Nope.
I think I come by my affinity for multiplayer games, honestly. What is Todd's favorite sport?
Ooh, I like football.
Yeah.
Yep, I do. I love the football thing. It's funny because our a couple other kids, they played football for years and they're kind of aged out of it at this point. And yeah, even when this time of year football is normally starting and you see the kids out there running around sweating, dying in 100-degree heat. Yeah, that's still miss being part of that. But yeah, that's it. That's probably my favorite sport.
I can see that. Yeah.
I like soccer too.
Football.
That was fun watching the World Cup and everything. And yeah, the guy with the blonde hair ponytail, he's like just an ox. Somebody in chat probably.
Honestly, I love the fact that he's brought his dad on. And maybe he gets into something a bit more, but he's asking the most fucking dog shit. What's your favourite sport? What's your favourite movie? Yeah. Haaland. It's that Haaland guy from Denmark, isn't it? I think. But anyway.
That's who he is.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will start spamming it in any second.
Yeah, he was fun to watch, but yeah.
Yep. I learned how to play games from my father. I kind of told you guys before, like some of my earliest memories playing video games were Command & Conquer, Yuri's Revenge, Red Alert 2, all that stuff with the old PC that he had at our house there. And then Star Wars Pod Racing on the Nintendo 64. Those were like some of my earliest memories, and those were both at your house.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not it was like taught necessarily, but it was definitely byproduct of upbringing for sure.
Yeah, they're probably still downstairs.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I got the whole Command & Conquer remastered collection or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Got it on Steam because I couldn't.
Yep. That would honestly, now that you mention it, that would probably be my favorite. Yep.
Yeah, real time strategy stuff. Yeah.
Yep. I was super bummed out because it didn't work when they changed the Windows platforms.
Yep.
And yeah, so that would probably be all-time favorite, probably that Red Alert 2.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That's definitely right up there with the good stuff.
Yep.
So the other talking about Howland is probably the guy with the blonde hair.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, and he is. I don't even know how tall he is, but he's a monster. Yeah, some of the plays you saw him do during World Cup matches, you're just like, oh, yeah, he was amazing.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't really get into it super heavily. I mean, Chad knows I'm not a huge like traditional sports guy, but it's probably because like you kind of talk about wanting time for games. Time for anything else is basically it now.
Yeah.
Even just gaming outside of content.
Yeah.
I did mean that as a joke because he said he wasn't good. Oh, so that was the whole when they said, "Oh, so you learned from your dad." Got it. That was okay. That was okay.
Well
fine.
played.
I dollated.
Well
fine.
played. Yep. So
we still beat him though. England. Yeah, Plexus, our resident UK guy.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
God, dude. It's best start fucking picking up soon, man, because this is fucking dreadful, dude. Oh, my God, man. Why? Listen, It would never happen. But I guarantee you, if Mumsy came on to be banging on about fucking Israel and all sorts of crazy shit. Not, what's your favorite movie?
The younger clone of my dad, to a large degree.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too far off. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the hair.
Yeah, I was going to say the hairline and lack thereof. Yeah. Hairline check. Did not expect you to know what Red Alert was. Oh, yeah. No, that's Red Alert and stuff like that. Like, when I, because a lot of you guys have seen the video at this point, then you know that I'm going to be experimenting with different games and have a list and all that. There was.
You watched the whole 2 hours? Well, okay. I mean, we'll watch a bit. We'll watch a bit. I don't know, dude. This is pretty dire so far. But we had a little funny reference so far. Maybe there'll be a few more.
It's a very close consideration for some of the more modern real-time strategy titles. Just because obviously some of the older stuff doesn't really have an audience anymore to make a reasonable living doing it. The trick that I found with real-time strategy, anytime I've ever streamed it, is there's not a lot going on until there's a lot going on. So it's got a lot of like just huge spike and then right back down. While you're building up your army, you're ready to go fight. Then you fight and everybody's locked in. And that's been a while ago. I streamed Red Alert 2 probably during 2020. I wouldn't be surprised. It was probably around then. And it was just not the most exhilarating content. I mean, you guys like watching the epic failures.
Bro, listen, I don't know what you want me to react to, bro. They're talking about fucking Red Alert. They're talking about Red Alert Command and Conquer.
Really, I think what most of you are here for. And you're waiting for one to happen live. That's what you're doing. You're waiting. You're foaming at the mouth. I'm here for it. And I appreciate you paying the bills.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Sports. Yeah, David played soccer.
Yep, I did.
That was your thing.
I played soccer. That's true. I was a goalie.
Yep. So
kind of class A stereotype too. A little overweight, a little chunky. Just didn't really want
to. Guys,
play.
Give it time. You guys do this all the time. You fucking moan. Give it a chance. Give it a chance, okay? Give it a bit more time. Give it a bit of time to breathe. You guys need to chill out a little bit.
I'm going to stay in this box.
Relax into it.
Siege. What is a username that we use in Siege? We have a couple of them because we have a couple different.
Well, like profiles. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's SGT535.
Yep.
I think it's in Siege. I think that's what it is.
That wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, so it'll be great. Yep, look it up. Yeah, you will see terrible stats and a bunch of random getting killed things.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. So. You're not sure your username's on here? Who cares?
Yep.
That's funny because, like, so a lot of you guys, like, when I was, some of you have been around since while I was doing, like, how do I deal with all the online BS? And he and I actually called him. I was like, hey,
here we go.
I know because with his line of work, right? We've talked about that on a periodic basis that he's a cop. So, like, he deals with all the stuff that he deals with, which is infinitely worse.
Wait, is that a cop? Bro, hang on a minute. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. We could have something here. Apparently, Gamin4Hope that's a copper. Dude, ask him a question. Have you ever shot a black guy? Did you ever have to shoot a black guy that was crazed with a knife or some shit like that? Come on, yeah, what's your kill count, bro? Do you count like different counts for blacks and whites at the department? How does it work?
I deal with because in person. I mean, it's just by nature of the fact that they're actually playing a game of fuck around and find out. Like it's really what it is. Online, you can fuck around and never find out. It's just kind of that's the reality.
Yep.
So I was talking to him about it. I'm like, well, how would you suggest I deal with this? And he goes, you ever read this book? And that I've told you guys a lot, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I read that book. It's a great book. Yeah, because the whole premise is like you only have so many fucks to give in a day. And once you're out, you're out. So you have to determine what is worth putting your energy and time into.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I feel like if he read that book, he didn't really get enough lessons out of it. Because he constantly gives a fuck about stupid shit he shouldn't care about, man. Constantly, dude, remember that fucking stream fairly recently where he got a call from someone and then was telling his stream that he got a phone call from some fucking nutter that was saying that he was going to come to his house and rape him or something.
So, like, there's times where I'll pretend and really push the I care just to kind of farm the views because it works well. But, like, I genuinely do not care because here's the thing.
Sure.
Well, I've been gone by the time I get back, I'll have been gone.
Anytime dude, he doesn't care. He's just pretending to care. It's all an act for viewership. Okay, bro.
3 solid weeks. No live streams besides this one. I'll have posted the vertical clips, which you either love or hate. It seems like it's like a 50-50 split with you guys right now. And then I'll have posted the one long form video. All of that was done before I left. I scheduled the content, and I'm out here spending time with my dad, my stepmom, my brothers. My sister was out here. My mom was out here. I'm seeing some of my old friends. And I don't know of too many people that could say, I'm going to take 3 weeks off of work with very little notice and just go. And, like, the quality of life, like, that I get out of this, like, it's awesome. So that was kind of where I had to kind of come full circle now and say, okay, is it worth caring what these people say on the internet? No, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to please everybody. You need to be authentically yourself and figure out what that looks like. And then once you do that, just lock into it. And that's what I've been doing. And I've been figuring that out is what a lot of you guys have been seeing is a lot of the... I'm 30 now. Does that mean I need to change a lot of things? No, not really. But there's a few things like my health. A lot of you guys, we've talked about health, right? Not eating as much, which I'm on vacation. That's gone out the window.
I got to be honest, man. I must say, okay? from one chubby guy to another. This guy is fucking piled the pounds on. But I'm sympathetic to it. I get it. He started working from home. He's probably not doing as much physical stuff anymore. And if he's not changed his like caloric input, it probably has just led him to fucking pile on the pounds. You know, it does happen. But yeah, he does look pretty fucking, you know, he does need to sort it out. I'm glad he recognises that. But the trick is, obviously, if you're more sedentary, yes, you need to ratchet down the calorie intake, or you're gonna just bloat the fuck out.
You know, just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just things like that.
You have a reading goal?
Do I have a reading goal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone was talking about it. So I had originally talked when I shaved my face. The original premise was I shaved my face, and every day that went by, that wasn't the original premise. I wasn't going to allow myself to regrow my beard until I achieved a few.
Yes, guys, I really want to finish Halo because honestly, I've been playing it for a few weeks now, and I just want to get it fucking done. But my plan is, if I play some tonight and tomorrow night, I'll hopefully be able to finish it by Friday, and then I want to play some of that Police Simulator game that I got gifted. Because I think that'll be, you know, a good little fun stream game to play. But I really need to break the back of Halo and get it fucking finished. I'm not leaving another game unfinished, dude.
Oh, sure.
And then I was like, you know what? I feel like it's almost like a negative reinforcement that wasn't working well. So I shifted it. And like every day that I accomplish a daily controllable task, I let it grow.
Okay.
So it was just a slight tweak on it, and it completely, that's why my beard's where it's at. I've lost weight. I've read more books. I've been in the Bible more. Those are the three key things.
Right.
And ultimately, like, there's days where I don't quite get it done, and I get it on the next day, and it is what it is. Because ultimately, it's not about the the religiosity of like getting it done every day. It's the small habits, the atomic habits concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mess up one day, whatever. You mess up a week, we're starting to have a problem.
Yep.
A day is a day.
Consistency.
Yep, that consistency over it. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Most people in Europe take at least 3 weeks summer vacation every year. Well, that's just different culturally here too, I think.
Yeah, we have a family member that was working for a company out of Austria. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it seemed like time off. It's a different balance. It's a different, you get in, you lock in, you know, to what I do, obviously, and 50, 60 hour weeks aren't unheard of, and depending on what's going on. But yeah, some of the counterparts that we deal with some of our training overseas, they're like, no, that's not a thing, man.
Nope. You got to have work-life balance too.
Oh, yeah.
But, and it's like, but also to that point, I talk about this a lot too. Like when you enjoy what you do, it doesn't feel like work as much. It is still work. That's I hate the phrase, like there's people that'll say, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's bullshit. That's just not true. Because it was like, seriously, I'll give you guys an example. I won't use you, I'll use me, but that way you can share what you want. But like in this room right now, behind my phone, which is our current camera, I ordered, well, these two mics from Fine. Shout out to Fine, by the way. The stands and a Rodecaster Pro 2 Duo or whatever it is. I don't even know. It allowed me to plug two microphones into the same computer. That's all I cared about. And then I had to come. I did a mock setup last night. I got up this morning, came up here, started trying to kind of get an idea of how this room was going to work. All of that is work. It is work. And whether you want to call it hard work or not, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's work.
Oh my god. Guess what, Gaming? Guess what, David? No one gives a fuck, bro. You're literally like, it's a total worthless thing to try and convince people. The disconnect here is that people work like a normal job. And often it's quite thankless. It's quite a thankless thing that people do. You know, I don't know what you guys in chat do for work, obviously, but, you know, some of you probably work jobs that you think is just like annoying, shit, boring, you know. Maybe some upsides occasionally, but often it's a bit of a slog. It's like a slog. It's like a fucking slog, right? And so I think the reason people have an issue with this is because it's like, well, you know, I'm sat here essentially as working a normal job, and it's some fucking slog I've got to do for, you know, often not like a tremendously large amount of money compared to the work that I feel that I do. Meanwhile, you're sat there fucking about with microphones, and you get to talk to your dad for 2 hours and put it out onto the internet. And it's like, people are like, well, so fucking what? You know, like I talk to my dad for free. I play video games for free. I don't get paid to do this. So I just don't think people are particularly interested in hearing it. Because, yeah, I mean, you know, as someone who you know, streams, like I see kind of where he's coming from. I get it. It's like, you're not just sat on your ass all fucking day. But obviously people don't fucking care. So I don't know why you're trying to convince people. You might just accept that people are going to think you got a cushy job, which is true. You do have a cushy fucking setup, and just leave it at that, you know?
And so this idea that, but I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Like, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I'm all nerdy about the tech stuff. I get super neurotic about, like, how can I make the microphone sound as good as I can while we're hanging out in the same room together? I mean, hell, we sat in here for I don't know, it wasn't long. It was only like maybe 3 or 4 minutes, but we sat in here getting noise gates configured. So hopefully you don't hear as much of me and his mic and vice versa. So just like stuff like that.
Well, the thing is, thanks, PD. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. The thing is, you know, especially with like gaming, he's got like this cushy setup, plays video games all day. Like he is living the ultimate kind of fantasy of what a streamer's life is like. And the thing is, as well, is what is his unique skill? He doesn't even play fucking games that well. So what is he bringing to the table? Well, not really much of anything, except he gets mocked a lot. And some people, I think, are probably just going to feel a bit resentful of the fact that he's able to turn it into a career when he's not even that fucking good at video games and he's just platinum, you know? So yeah, I think that it just sort of falls on deaf ears. It's a very kind of like social batteries coded comment, I think. And if you've got some issue or strife or struggle, I think you're better off telling it to, you know, telling it to your colleagues rather than telling it to your audience.
Like work is a good thing. You should enjoy it, but also work-life balance. And that's content creators are no different. That's something that I am very passionate about. Is especially like we talked a lot about this right before I left. I was telling them like live streamers that are live streamers first,
right?
They burn out the quickest, generally and statistically speaking, because they have to be always on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not you're a video creator first. Oh, I want to take a few days off. You just schedule videos out and you go on your vacation.
Right.
No one is the wiser. Or if you want to make a video,
hey,
like,
whoa, that's true.
Live streaming where it's like you have to.
Hey guys, I'm off for a few days. Hey guys, I've got a lot on, so I'm going to take my days off, like you know, like I normally don't, but I'm going to. Oh my god, what? Where is Chud? Where is Chud? Right, when I say ahead of time that I'm not going to be here, I guess some people miss it, so they didn't see it. But I need to leave a little thing saying I'm not streaming until this day, so people know for sure. End it, Tile Boy. Oh, by the way, guys, I got some bad news for tomorrow, but it's not going to be a massive issue. But I'm having my new TV hung up on the wall. So there are going to be tradespeople knocking about. So I'm going to have to reduce the volume on the rape jokes for the first few hours.
An environment that's relatively controlled and like it's a whole different ballgame. So I don't know. It's just interesting.
There's so let's see. What we got?
Also, this service that I organised it through is without doubt like the best in the area. I have had a look around and found the best service in the local area. And then when I called up, some foreigner answered the phone. Some fucking foreigner answered the phone, and I was like, and he was quite quick in how he spoke about it. And I was trying to figure out, is that like that justified confidence? Or am I getting mugged off here? And some guy's going to turn up and fuck everything up, you know? Oh my god. Dude. No, I can't matter TV. What does it fucking matter, dude? What does it fucking matter? So hopefully I'm not going to get mugged off by some shit service, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll explain my shirt. And what is a cool cop story you have?
Ooh, that's a good one. If you're willing, you've got a lot of stories about what you can share.
There's a lot. Yeah, what I could share and what I
What
can't.
can I do? I can stream. I
suppose. Okay, as far as the shirt, let me. There's a lot of different thoughts towards it. There's David Goggins mentality. There's all kinds of stuff out there. But the long story short is you got to embrace hard things, because living things easy. I don't know. Pick your hard. Going to the gym is hard. Even if you love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the gym is hard. Eating right is hard. Going to work, dude, getting up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We get up. We have a snow day here, and I know when I get in the road, it's going to be just chaos all day long.
Yep.
Yeah, recovery from injury is hard. Recovery from depression is hard. It doesn't matter what it is. There's hard things in life, but as anybody who has taken a hard thing and gone through it and actually lean into it, on the other side of it, you're better off.
Yep.
Be it going to the gym, yeah, your shoulders, my chest hurts still from the other day lifting with the other guy, and it's like, geez, and that's what it is, embrace the hard things.
Mm-hmm.
In the military we call it, embrace the suck. Very Marine Corps mentality, but yeah, lean into the hard things in life and just be consistent with it, and it will get you.
Bro, is this guy seriously comparing like the Marine Corps to firing up a stream and playing Overwatch badly for 4 hours? Like, dude, what is he on about, bro? Oh my god, man! I would wager that a day in the Marine Corps is probably a lot more complicated and difficult than fucking playing Overwatch for a bit.
I am in a place in my life right now that 30 years ago, I never thought I would have been. And I'm just like, absolutely insane. I love my job. I love going to work. Great family, you know, kids, and it's, you know, it's amazing. So, oh yeah, oh yeah. As far as shoulder logos or whatever, that's just flags and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, flag on the side and grunt style stuff. So it's just a grunt style shirt. If you guys type in grunt style embrace the suck, I'm sure you'll probably find the shirt online.
Absolutely.
Yep, and then do hard things. Let's see. Cool. Okay, cool cop story. We've had a few. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
I actually have a.
Excellent. Right. Finally, we got past that bullshit. Oh, this better be fucking good, dude. This better not be the fucking Training Day moment. You know, the start of Training Day where Ethan Hawke tells some dog shit story. And Denzel Washington's just like, that story fucking sucked, dude. Come on.
A document in my file server, and I add to it every once in a while. It just classifies. It says day one, and it's day one is my career with my current agency. I wish I would have kept it with my prior agency too. I've worked for city and state, but yeah, I wish I would have kept it with my prior. But there are things that I go through and don't even remember until I read it, because there's so many things we deal with. I have one that comes to mind. I pulled over an old farm truck. You know, just pulled over the guy, normal speed thing, nothing run of the mill that you'd think. It wasn't anything. And hey, need to see your driver's license, registration, insurance. And he pops open his glove box and there's a mouse nest and things start taking off. And it's like, huh, that's where that little guy's been hiding. You know, and it's just weird stuff.
I thought this guy was going to have a fucking gun and he was going to shoot at him. But it's a mouse. There was a mouse. It was the story. There was a mouse in the glove box. I mean, is it, someone said Idaho. Is this Idaho then? So this guy's out of Idaho. So I'm guessing that nothing interesting happens cop-wise in Idaho. Well, I don't know, man. Like a high-speed chase, a fucking, I don't know, some black guy charging it with a knife. Something a little bit more enticing than that.
We had a rollover crash where the girl, you know, little girl in the back, and, you know, the door wasn't going to come open. So we just kind of pried the top off the door. And so we pried the door.
Wait, what is this? Break the law, get the jaw. Wait, where did you find this, man? Oh my god, this is fucking dreadful. Presumably some sort of AI slop shit as well, I guess. Oh god, dude. It's also the designs on the back as well. So you can't even see people looking at your shirt mocking you either. Oh, that's rough, man. That's fucking rough. Oh.
Open, and she's sitting there in her seatbelt, hanging out in the back seat, and was like, all right, we'll go ahead and, you know, get out there, sweetie. And she just looks up at me. She's like, is it okay if I take my seatbelt off now? So apparently her parents said, if you are in a phenomenal job, you will. And honestly, if not for that seatbelt, she probably would have died in that. And, you know, we deal with all the fatal crashes and everything. But yeah, weird stuff we have. We had a party foul rollover. It was, you know, the big, huge red vines, like the big bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The share with your friend and everybody.
Yeah, I'm not sharing those.
Yeah. It was one of the big, huge buckets. And a kid had it. It was a rollover on the interstate. And there was red vines everywhere.
Oh, no.
It looked like the biggest youth party foul you can imagine, right?
Little Caesar's pizza.
What? Sorry, what are red vines? Is that those like licorice sticks? Is that what it is? It is the Training Day situation. It is. You worked in traffic all this time, and the best story you got is some shitty story to whatever the fucking Denzel Washington says. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, man. Come on, guys. This is going to get real good soon. I can tell.
It's coming out too.
It was crazy, you know. So, and the whole family gets transported up to the hospital. And we were talking, just because it's not normal to have red vines all over the interstate, right?
Sure.
So, and on the way up there, you know, we just stopped at the gas station on the way up to the hospital, and we basically, you know, bought as many bags of red vines as they had, and just took them up to the family when we got up there. We're like, hey, it was like terrible, the red vines everywhere.
This is a crime, yeah. This is the actual crime that occurred at the scene of this accident.
Yeah, so luckily nobody was really hurt in that. But there's, you know, constant things we deal with, and there's the really dark things and the sad things, you know, and the exciting things and the pursuits and what everybody sees. But, you know, what everybody normally doesn't see is the hours and hours and hours of paperwork, you know,
yeah, I can imagine.
that we have to do, you know. But yeah.
Do you know what I love about a cop story? Do you know what really is a sign of a good cop story?
Sadly, you're raped.
Chud, did you hear about the stabbing in London? Do we know the race of the woman?
Thank you! Bit sends you for the kicks. No, I didn't hear about that. There's been a stabbing in London, has there? Who got... What? Who got fucking stabbed? Anyway, I will look into that for tomorrow's news segment. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Yes, that is the scene I'm thinking of. Yeah, we don't need to watch it. But yes, the scene where he's like, what cool stories have you got? And it's something. Anyway, yeah, I love cop stories that are about paperwork. In fact, that's the reason, you know, these body cams are so popular, I think, is because there's obviously the scene where they just fill out all the paperwork in the back office when they get back. One of the best bits of the fucking whole video.
No, that would be, I don't know, just a couple things that come to mind anyway. But
the Austria flag allegations. Are we really going there? What are we?
I know nothing of that.
I know nothing either. Somebody's saying it, but Splexus pinned it, so I'm sure there's something I missed.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there was somebody that said, who's Idol did ask something I was going to answer. He just asked if I was trying to stay in the gym. I haven't like gone consistently. I sort of have access.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, he and I went together, which was cool. I don't think we've been to the gym ever together. That might have been our first time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I know you go a lot with the other two, but yeah, we normally just hang out around here when I'm out here because it's pretty rare that I get to come out. But yeah, we went.
Dude.
I tried to kind of cram my 3-day split into one day, which I paid for. It was good. I mean, I pushed myself again, embracing the suck, right?
Yep.
Oh, you guys are.
Right, dude, this is pretty fucking bleak, man. Oh, why have you linked me Idaho demographics? Is it because you want to see there's little white people there? I tried to. D-Butts was right. D-Butts is onto it. Well done, D-Butts. I mean, I'm going to give it a bit more time, but yeah, I'll just be fully transparent with you now. I very much doubt that I'm getting through the full fucking interview because this is fucking insane, dude. Hey, Dad, come onto the podcast and tell me the most boring stories about your police work that you've ever thought of.
We're talking about the white stripe. Is this the Austrian flag?
Oh,
I think that's what it is. They're seeing this as the Austrian flag.
Oh,
if you could see the rest of the room. Okay, so the whole room is this way.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of my brother's room.
Yeah. So when we moved in the house, we told him, it's like, well, you can paint it however you want. And he loved the kind of Dr. Seuss vibe at the age, you know, and you have some of the red, white stripes. And that's the whole room is, this red, white. And there's a little wall off to my side that's literally like stripe on the entire wall now.
Very Dr. Seuss.
The whole Dr. Seuss vibe. Yeah. And that's where that's funny. That makes more sense.
I was like, what are they bringing up the Austrian? I thought it was some stupid thing that somebody was trying to go for. But then when
Splexus, the flag on my shoulder, I was like, no,
that's definitely not Austrian. Yeah.
So.
He addressed the allegations. Now Twitter will be happy. True.
So.
And the Twitter's never happy. I think they wake up with like piss in their Cheerios, dude.
They did ask about any fun things you've got to do on vacation.
Oh yeah, I'll get to that actually. I think that's a good question. There's another one I want to jump in on over on Twitch. Is your dad the reason you're religious? I would say to a part of it, yeah. I mean, that's part of the upbringing. Is obviously it speaks to it. I've said before that you weren't there for it. I've talked about it.
Guys, come on! It kind of veers off into some bullshit. And then we got on a topic that could have some meat. I feel like it's one of those going to constantly bait me back in with something that goes nowhere, and then it's going to be like that the whole fucking conversation.
Of times. My uncle is also a pastor, his brother, actually.
Yep.
And then there was a guy that my mom dated when I was a kid, Joe Walsh. I have a lot of respect for that man still to this day. He took me out and he was like, hey, we're going to go chop down some trees for a day. We literally went out with a chainsaw to this area out here in Idaho. And I'm like, he goes, we're gonna spend the day doing dude stuff and we're just going to talk. Because I was having a hard time relating to him and he was having a hard time relating to me. And he was like, I'll play video games with you.
Wait, what? As David talked about his uncle touching him again. Wait, hang on a minute. Is that serious? Did he get touched by his uncle? You're making that up. I think you're making that up.
You come out with me. That was the arrangement. I'm like, you know what? That's fair. So went out and he was a very big part of I would say the catalyst. And then my grandma. My grandma is definitely to this day. I mean, that's truthfully.
Hey, whoa! Granny on the lead, yo! If only Grammy was here to lead into shots. So, oh my god. Oh man, okay, I'm giving it another 10 minutes. And then if it's not picked up, I'm playing Halo. I've got no other segment to move on to today. I need stuff for the rest of the week. So after this, guys, it is going to be Halo. So enjoy this while it lasts, dude. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Mine.
Yeah, Grandma
Yeah.
Barbara. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And
No question.
She when I came out here, she was like the primary reason we came out. Like we obviously we've had a lot of awesome like, and we'll get to the question. That's why I thought it was a big good segue.
Yeah.
But my grandma is by far one of the most rock solid women in my life that has just been there for so long. Followed immediately by my stepmom. That's zero hesitation. As far as like spiritual influences, it's those two women. Zero doubt in my mind. And my grandma was really big on like just. I like how Dad puts it: rose-colored glasses. Very looking at everything with a very positive outlook. And no matter what, it could be the most ugly situation ever, and she's still gonna look at it with beauty.
In second grade, that's a beautiful picture, honey. Yeah, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
I look at it now and I'm like, that was terrible.
Why
Mom,
did you say that? But I mean, it's just trying to be nice. I get it. But so yeah. So to kind of segue then into the question that Dad said was over there was just like, have I gotten to do anything fun? We haven't focused on doing things as much. It's been less about doing stuff, and it's been more about seeing people. That's. I tell you guys all the time, time is the most valuable asset any of us have because you cannot have more of it. Once it's gone, it's gone. So when you spend your time, regardless of what you spend it on, you have spent it, you don't get it back. You can make more money, you can buy more crap, cannot make more time. I'm really consistently passionate about this. And to that end, my grandma is in her 80s. She's in her 80s.
83 now?
83, I think so, yeah.
Is it the same one I say the DK cruelly used on the thumbnail that I was mocking relentlessly in the video?
And like I said to you guys, she is by far one of the most consistent, like, female influences in my life that I have had throughout my childhood and into my adulthood. And so we came out here to spend time with her in the event that, God forbid, she passes in the next couple of years, which statistically is possible. It's, okay, I'm going to make sure I soak up that time. So while we've been out here, it's been time. It's been, how do I get to see the most amount of people for the most amount of time that I can? Give a shit what we're doing. We're just going to hang out. We're going to talk. We're going to stay up till freaking 11, 12 at night playing freaking Farkle or whatever the hell we were playing last night.
Yep.
Like, and it's time. So as far as fun stuff goes, I would say, like, holistically, the trip has been not as activity focused. I'll share some more stories with you when I get back because I want to soak up this time with you guys.
Also, another thing that I'm a bit confused about. So is he taking a break from streaming? Is that what's happening here? So he's taking a break from streaming to go and see his parents. And then in the midst of his travel away, he set up this little podcast format to speak to his dad. And his dad's just really fucking boring. Fucking hell, dude.
And you guys more talk to him because he's not around all the time. You can ask me.
Dude, it's a sign. I didn't even press anything then. I didn't even fucking press anything and it stopped the video. It's literally a fucking sign, dude. It literally doesn't want me to play the video. Look, watch.
Say it all the time. But yeah, it's been awesome.
There we go.
It's been a great trip. I'll say that. We did meet, I will say this for the context, we did meet one of the community members, actually. Incidentally, just lives in the area. I won't say where because I don't want to dox the guy, but he lives relatively close by to where I'm at. And I was going to be even closer to where he is as part of the trip. And he was like, hey, you were talking about being out in southeastern Idaho. And he's like, I don't know if you'd be anywhere near X City. And I'm like, yeah, actually, do you want to get some ice cream or something? So we went up there with Rachel and the kids and him and his wife. We went and got some ice cream up there and got to meet him. And then incidentally at a burger spot, I swear, hand to God, this I promise you, I have witnesses. All right, this happened. I went up and we were just at this local burger spot out in it's a city called Idaho Falls, Idaho, and it's called Burley Burgers. Great joint. If you ever end up in Idaho Falls, 10 out of 10, cannot recommend enough. It's a great place. I was actually meeting another old friend of mine there. We're ordering.
Who the fuck is going to randomly be in Idaho Falls to fucking go to this restaurant that he's recommending? Like, what is he on about, dude? Oh my god, man. It's a nice town. I mean, I'm sure it's lovely, but I mean, who the fuck is going to be there to go to this fucking restaurant randomly?
Our food. This gal's taking her order.
Oh
Super
my god,
polite.
dude.
This dude comes up from behind her and he goes, hey, I'm going to ask you something that's going to seem weird. I'm like, sure. And he goes, do you stream on Twitch? Yeah, I do. Are you Gamin4Hope? Yeah, I am. And so he like bordering on fangirl. I think he was trying to contain himself.
Good story. Good story, dude. Hey, that's a good story. He gets a bit of fame. He had a bit of fame, guys. He got recognized. It's based.
But it was kind of fun to watch. But it was so cool. Like, it was just like a very, like, those kinds of moments are the things, like, again, kind of circling way back to when we were talking about, like, dealing with the BS online. But then I get stuff like that, where, like, someone was just, like, super stoked to randomly bump into me while they were at their workplace. And I think that kind of stuff is very humbling. And it kind of opens.
Dude, did you release a video addressing the idea that you were going to molest a 13-year-old child, thus validating the narrative, even though it wasn't true? Are you the guy that did that?
up my eyes to where we're at, because I sometimes think of myself as not as large of a creator as we're getting to at this point, where I'm not like freaking Queso or Jinxie or any of these guys that are just top 0.0001%. And it's easy as a creator to see like yourself in comparison, and it's not that you're jealous, it's just like I'm not there, so I'm not a big creator. But then like you get out in public and every once in a while you bump into somebody at freaking Walmart or a burger place or the airport. When I went out to fly out to my editor's place, like I was at the airport and somebody said something when he was literally about to miss his damn flight. Like it's just it's so cool. It blows your mind, It's wild. It's wild. So I was gonna say Farkle is nice. When you were doxing,
Oh, has his dad got no response to that? His dad's got no comment on that, bro. He's just sat there saying nothing as his son talks about having this fucking fame-based experience. No comment, nothing to say to that, nothing to respond to.
did you go to your child? That's wild.
Yeah, but surely his dad would be like, oh, that's cool, son. Well done, son. Good story. No?
So I was gonna say Farkle is nice. When you were doxed,
Dude, he's literally waiting for a reaction from dad and he's not giving it, bro. He's not giving it, dude. His dad's saying nothing.
it's wild. It's wild. So I was gonna say Farkle is nice. When you were doxed, did you go to your dad to get help and understanding on how to deal with it? Since he's a cop, it'd probably be a good resource. Yeah, 100%. It's a really
We
smart.
talked about it a few times.
Yeah, pretty much every time it happened.
Yeah.
Pretty much every time it happened, he was one of the first people I called. Where I called local PD and, hey, I don't know that it's ever going to progress into anything serious, but just know this happened. And there's ongoing investigation of that now too. I've told you guys that too, and that's pretty much all I can say with it because of that. But like, I'll ask him, like, hey, what would you do anything? And basically, his response was, yeah, I'd throw cameras on the house. Other than that, man, don't worry about it. These guys, and this is why I use the phrase like, these kids are just sitting in mom's basement.
Dude. So first of all, he didn't listen to that advice. He didn't just not worry about it and throw cameras up. He spoke about it on stream. Do you remember the stream? It was fairly recently where he had the guy on the phone and he called him. And I think he was even on stream on the phone and then spoke to his stream about it. Oh my God, dude. Maybe you should have listened to your dad, mate. Maybe you should listen to your bloody dad.
This is where I get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go in. Go in.
Well,
The people would love to hear.
I'm a little older, more on the Gen X side. And when I was in high school, if you said a stupid thing, you got punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, and it's one of those.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, these people are often quite racist. I mean, I know Gamin4Hope is a giga racist again, but this is such a black mentality. The fuck around and find out perspective.
Those, that sitting in the back of trucks, at the drive-in theaters, and
Right.
Kids fighting each other because somebody said something to somebody's girlfriend and stuff like that. But yeah, in the current,
So this is just like an elaborate power fantasy of Gamin4Hope sitting with his dad as he fantasizes about punching someone that fucking doxed him.
current society, if you will, with social media and
Fucking
stuff, people
hell,
can say
dude.
whatever they want.
Yep.
And
Without consequence.
and there isn't repercussion. I mean, there's even, well, you can do it anonymously, you can do this, you can do that, and it's unfortunate for everybody. And I think more than anything, it's really unfortunate for the people that do it.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a good understanding of connection and friends. And we have, so the social media platforms that, my agency runs, everyone, and there's a lot of like laws and things to where if you're going to allow comments, you can never delete comments and stuff like that, unless they're very, like offensive to ethnicity and stuff like that. But it's one of those where, you'll see people post things and you're like, are you serious?
Did you think about this at all before you said it? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just kind of, it's unfortunate. And I kind of feel bad for the people that if that's how you're going to spend your time, what, oh man, go. It's nice outside. It's a beautiful day. It's
Hot as crap, but it's beautiful.
It's warm. Yeah.
It's been hot in the last while, but
Yeah,
maybe go out in the morning. Go soak up some sunlight. Yeah.
Yeah. What about your friends? What about your
Oh my God, dude. I gotta be honest with you, man. Sure, if you got some weird doxing guy, they probably are some fucking crazed loser. But most of these people, it's like a little hobby for them to torment Gamin4Hope. It's hardly this massive task that they need to do that prevents them from doing other things. It's kind of a sideline. It's a little thing they might do. Go on and, put up a funny edit of Gamin4Hope being a rightoid or something like that.
life? What about the amount of time sometimes that people spend being negative?
Yep.
If they would take half of that time and, I don't know, get a job, go to work, or just Just
Go to the
go
gym.
help somebody. Go to the gym.
Yeah, go do something for yourself.
Oh my gosh, if people were to spend half we would have a society of jacked people.
It's true.
If people took
Obesity problem solved.
Oh my gosh, half the negativity time. Yeah, we're gonna go to the gym. Yeah, Gold's Gym. They wouldn't even have somebody I'm sure knows statistics on it. The gym, they actually don't have enough space if everybody came to the gym.
Yep.
They know, like, hey, if we have 100 memberships, except for January 1st or the 15th, only whatever 30% are even going to show up, you know.
Yep.
But I think I feel bad for people that's all they do, you know. And I think we all joke about, well, they just living in their mom's basement and blah blah blah. Well, I think some kids, well, they're living in their mom's basement. Maybe they're going to school. Maybe they're, you know, and I get that. But the kids just have no.
Dude, the reality is, this is such boomer tier retarded slot, man. We live in a society where there is so much oversight and ruling over what you say in your day-to-day life now, to the point where your HR departments all over the country want to step outside of that and like see what you're doing on the internet to make sure you're misbehaving outside of your normal work hours. People just want to fucking let off some steam, bro. It's not that fucking deep. And it's not necessarily indicative. It's obviously some fucking total losers out there that spend all their fucking lives, you know, on Discord or some shit, right? Yeah, that does exist. But on the whole, I think particularly people that are leaving the odd YouTube comment or doing the odd fucking edit on TikTok or something, it is just like a little sideline or a hobby. That's it. They just like mocking him because he's a funny figure to mock. Yes, this is 100% one of those annoying veterans who served and didn't do shit the entire time, pretending to be some badass jarhead. Yeah, exactly. But I think there's an interest in these types of people, like your Gamin4Hopes, making
Sadly,
it
you're raped.
It's my
more
hobby
than it is.
to hop on Chud's chat and say the most unhinged garbage. BTW, I will no longer call people the N-word, I will just call them a pedophile.
Very base, Scrimpin. Thank you for the kicks. Thank you. Thank you. But it obviously is in the interest of people like Gamin4Hope to make out like all of the people that are doing this are just like some loser shut-in. Whereas some of them are just like normal people that think it's funny to torment him. It's just not really that deep.
No drive, no desire, and, you know, mom, make me a Pop-Tart kind of vibe, and I'm, you know, it's just,
When are my pizza rolls coming, Mom?
Yeah, that's it too. Yeah, you know, yeah, there's what's one of the movies they had, Free Guy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, where you got the guy that's, you know, the, I don't know, high level guy in the game or whatever, and
he's screaming at his mom.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That kind of vibe. Yeah,
Yep.
So I don't know. Yeah, I feel bad for some of the folks that are at that level in life, you know.
No doubt.
Dude, and this like this like fake pity. They do this sort of fake pity. I pity them. I really fucking pity them. Meanwhile, vast amounts of these people have massively got under this son's skin to the point where he's constantly freaking out on fucking Overwatch because he's getting stream sniped. Oh my god, yeah, like a cope pity. It's like a cope Christian pity move.
My mind. Yo, Robert Rayhart, thanks for the prime, man. I appreciate it, dude. Why are you two not jacked then? It's a good question.
Hey, yo, check your primes. On the listen, if fuck it, let's check your primes, guys. Check your primes. I actually had an okay month on Twitch last month. Isn't that crazy? For some reason, I had a bunch of Prime subs come through. I think people started subbing even though they're watching here. So let's fucking have at it.
So I think that like jacked is a definition too. Like, are you talking like? There's a lot of different definitions. Like I had to learn that early on when I started going to the gym. My goal is not to be freaking Captain America. My goal is to be healthier. So when I'm running around after my kids, I'm not winded. Straight up. But I don't want to have to. Well, and I told Dad this story. I'll tell you guys this one too. This was when I was carrying Arthur, and my oldest son. We were out walking around. He fell. Just little guy. He's not old at this point. So he fell forward. Just happened to. It happens. It's kids. They do this. But he smacked himself in the forehead, right about here, like right, you know, where my hairline is gone, right here. And he started to bleed a little bit. Anybody that knows anything about head wounds, they just bleed. Like it doesn't matter. It could be the smallest freaking thing, and they just bleed. So I panicked because I didn't know that at that time, and he was bleeding pretty good, but it was a tiny little incision. I'm like, good Lord, what happened to this dude? So I picked him up, and I had to run. I would say it was no more than a half a mile, probably closer to a quarter. And I sprinted it. It was not, you know, I didn't know what was going on, so I was fully sprinting. And I got to the door and I borderline collapsed and was yelling for Rachel, like, come get Arthur. But I was out of breath. And that was like a moment where I went, no, I'm not going to fucking live
Skate
with this
3.
I'm not doing it. It's not, my kids deserve more than this. And so for me, that was the wake up call. And that's what pushed me to start working on my health. And it's been a journey. It's been figuring out what my problems were, because it's I like how Higher Up Wellness, I showed you one of his things, and I think I actually showed you his viral one where he says that you guys don't have a thyroid problem, you don't have a whatever problem, you have a fucking elbow problem. It's because every time your elbow bends, your fucking mouth opens. And it's like,
dude, was this guy really doing the thyroid cope? That is the classic cope, isn't it? Oh, I can't lose weight because of my thyroid. No, it's because you're eating too much or not burning enough energy, or a bit of both normally. The thyroid cope is classic, man.
it's like, it's simple. And he's like, of course there's medical stuff, but like with all that aside, it's it's so true because like that is ultimately all of our problem at some core level, whether you want to go on keto, whether you want to, again, there's medical exemptions. I get.
Isn't there TikToks where Gamin4Hope is saying that losing weight has nothing to do with calorie deficit? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, dude. That sounds funny, though. That does sound funny.
At that, all that notwithstanding, there's all these different ways you can go about losing weight. But at the end of the way, and this is something you talked to me about, it's a lifestyle thing. You have to change how you're living on a regular basis because anybody can push themselves for 60 to 90 days and lose a load of weight by just not eating. But that's not a healthy or sustainable way to do it because on the other side of that 60 to 90 days, you're right back to maple donuts and, not Quest chips, right? You're back to big bag of Doritos and a dozen donuts in front of you and you're back to fat. And it's like, I just don't want that for my kids, man. My oldest one's starting to get into sports and stuff, and I'm like, I want to be present. I want to be in the backyard helping him get better at what he wants to do. And I don't want to be the dad that's like, no, I can't, man. I'll get out of breath. And no, I'm going to get outside and I'm going to spend time with my kids. So that's important to me for sure.
Oh, I love this. And I appreciate how this guy kind of wrote it on here.
Yeah.
Kind of First Amendment.
Yeah.
Getting punched for words and stuff. And you know what? as for what I do, I have obviously a lot of people that disagree with things and disagree would go to jail and everything else. And I have had dozens and dozens of people literally in hand.
Chud none along as he sips his Vimto energy drink and chomps on his king pot noodle. I have not eaten a pot noodle for fucking years, first of all. And secondly, I don't drink any calories. In fact, the only calories I drink now are my oat milk that I put in the coffee. But other than that, it's all sugar-free. But, how many... Oh, I've had too many energy drinks today, actually. I was thinking about making a coffee before I play some Halo. But actually, I think I've had enough caffeine for one day. I might do anyway. Yes, I drink oat milk because cow's milk makes you feel sick because we're not supposed to drink it as humans. What's wrong with oat milk, dude? Oh, I'm not gonna drink oat milk. I'm gonna suckle milk directly out of a tit of a cow. That's what I'm gonna do.
Cuffs in the back of my car, thank me. Like, dude, thanks for being so nice. Thanks for being so respectful and everything. And I think that's kind of the line just of when we talk about First Amendment and stuff. I trust me. Spent time in the Marine Corps, at American flag. I totally agree. But it's one of those, the term civil discourse. And that's what it comes down to when we take a step back and say civil. And it's awesome that we're in the free country where people can have the different opinions and stuff. It is amazing. But it's just, it's a civil discourse, actually talking about things, not being rude about stuff. And I really appreciate even some of the college classes I took. Those are always fun when you get the different sides of things. And it's, we have some friends and some lean left, some lean right. And it's great. It's great discourse. And that's when you can actually just talk about it. So like I said, I kind of appreciate how they
brought up the First Amendment. Yeah. Because that's a really good point. Because it's
dude, the problem I've got with this perspective, I think I understand where Dudley's coming from with this. Because they want to present this idea of civil discourse. But then it's like, what are you proposing and what are you saying? This idea that you're entitled to a lack of toxicity in discourse when you could be saying something that's fucking crazy and egregious and offensive or some shit, It's, what's it called? There's a name for it. This idea that you push this idea you should argue politely with someone who could potentially be saying something fucking insane, Where if you are proposing some sort of policy, no, not sophistry. There's a name for the kind of, it's like the meme is Hitler calmly proposing eliminating all the Jews, and someone's getting mad about that, and Hitler looks better because optically he's got a better presentation. You see what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
But it's also actions have consequences. I think that's a lot of it too, is and I think that's ultimately what the core of the "you've never been punched in the mouth" statement comes from. Is it's less about you said something I don't like, so I'm going to punch you. It's more about you are disrespectful directly towards me. There's a difference between saying I don't know. We're gonna use something very, 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 very G-rated. Like, we're gonna talk about pineapple on pizza. All right.
Yeah, civility politics is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
We'll pick on that one too, right?
Well, I don't know. That might start a
That
fight.
might start a fight. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because you aren't a pineapple on pizza guy, right? Or can you kind of sometimes mess with it?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind. You can
I don't
tolerate
mind
it. Okay.
Yep, I'm good with it.
I'm
Yep.
pretty against it. Like, I'm just not.
And it's a violation of morality.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, no, what are we doing? And it's funny because my father-in-law, he'll like whenever I order pizza for like the guys group, I'll be like, yeah, we get order pizza. You guys, what do you want? And he'll be like, I want pineapple on the pizza, and I want you to carry that one. It's because he just wants to be petty, right? And it's funny, we all have a good laugh. But in all seriousness, using that as an example, right? There's a very big difference between saying, and again, this is kind of a silly example because no one's gonna freaking throw hands over pizza. But and if you do, God, I feel for you. But if someone says to you, like, yeah, I don't really care for pineapple on pizza, and they go, yeah, you know what, I like it for whatever reason, I just enjoy the flavor, I enjoy the way it complements the ham that I put on there, et cetera, they defend their spline, and you're like, well, you know what, I just can't stand the taste of pineapple. But then if I say, you're a fucking moron because you like that, you should fucking die for it, it's like, that's
Wait, what?
problem solved. All right, it's just...
Well, you both, dude. Obviously, it would be an overreaction to say that about something as trivial as what food you want on your pizza. Okay. But I've listened to this guy say crazy shit about politics, crazy rants about politics. Yeah, people get very emotional about political topics, particularly if you're touching on something that is of interest to them, relevant to them, or potentially detrimental to their well-being from their perspective. So yes, there is going to be a more caustic dynamic in discourse about it, So it just feels like, yeah, it's this kind of desire to have a, removal of toxicity from discourse, without this recognition that there could be some things that are proposed or said that could be, deeply upsetting or offensive to someone for legitimate reasons.
We aren't doing this. So it's one of those things, like, I think that's the difference. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So,
yep. The question that I'm not even going to go down the road, this is going to be your generic answer you're not going to like. What are your thoughts on the morality of the death penalty? Whoa, that is so deep. And that
Hooray! Let's go! I'm listening.
That is a 5-hour discussion in a coffee shop with like 6 different people, and you still don't come down to a resolution. And that's one of those. Luckily, the people that I have dealt with that have killed people that have been in my patrol car, well, that's not my call.
Yep.
I turn them over to this is, sorry, I'm not going to address thing, but yeah, I drop them off at the jail and the court system deals with it.
Yep, that's out of your hands.
And the jury and
the system that we hopefully have in place well enough to make it work.
Yep, that's it too.
Yeah, that is getting cool. Oh, there's a lot of, it's funny too. I dollated because I know you're one of my trolls and I love it. But like she said that is getting clipped out of context, right? What I was saying there for a minute. Of course it is. Like I used to really care about it. I used to skirt around the edge of like people clipping stuff. The reality is, no matter how much you do that, people will find it. Or they'll make it, because AI is really easy to do that with now. Especially with how much of an online presence I have and how much yapping I do. You guys can sample my voice in just about any way you want. I'm not trying to give you guys any ideas, but they're out there. And we all know that at this point. And this is why I'm always telling you guys, you got to check your damn sources. When people are clip farming me and they do that, I just don't care. It pays my bills. We make a killing because you guys can't stop running your mouth. Please continue running your mouth.
He didn't fucking answer the question. Oh my god, dude. Actually, interesting question. He could have engaged with. He didn't answer it, bro. With unique insight as a copper as well. And then we got the classic belly aching about misinformation. Yes, you're a figure of fun for a lot of people on the internet. They're going to make shit up about you. That's it. It's fucking over, dude. It's over for you, buddy. It's over. You're raped.
I don't care. I still sleep really well at night, and I wake up next to my beautiful bride and have my children that love me. I'm good. I don't care. So it's kind of one of those things that I think about a lot when it comes to the clipping it out of context. Yeah, the Emma Frost AI picture is a great example. I downloaded. Emma Frost is Marvel Cinematic. Well, not cinematic. I should clarify. Marvel Universe. She's a villain, correct, chat?
Wait, what?
Show him. I'm not showing him that shit. No, because it'll burn into your corneas for the rest. It's a mesh.
Wait, what's happened here? Hello? Can you still hear me? I'm still live, right? Where did I go? I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Of my current profile picture on social media with a chick, because, well, you could look up Emma Frost on your phone if you want at some point.
Yeah.
And just try not to picture that meshed with me.
What?
Like almost everything in Marvel Rivals.
Dude. It ran out of battery. It literally ran out of fucking battery, dude. What the fuck, man? That's mental. That is crazy. Give me like 10 minutes and I'll figure it out. I'll give it a bit of juice. Let me give it a little bit of juice and I'll be back.
The game, right, that I've been playing the last little while. almost all of it's very hypersexualized.
Okay.
Hypersexualized.
Okay.
So
So like Boulder's Gate.
yeah, to a degree, I would say it's probably the same way. Yeah.
Yep.
And so if you look up Emma Frost on your phone there, try not to envision that meshed with me because someone used AI to do it. And it was like, huh, man, I'd smash. It's just
Let's see. Emma Frost.
Yep. Exaggerated proportions. It's a crazy statement.
You figure that's exaggerated proportions. Come on, that's completely natural.
Yeah, that's normal. I feel
okay.
that well.
Okay, that's exaggerated. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
oh my god. And Emma's actually probably the most casual one.
Oh,
most
really?
tame.
Oh,
Especially
wow,
depending on
okay.
which skin she was wearing. If she's in her default, she's one of the most tame ones in the game.
Her default.
Yeah, the default. Because they
The
have
default skin.
Well, there's a
I'm
summer
here,
skin
I'm
where she's
here,
wearing a
I'm
swimsuit.
here.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Which
They
is
got
good.
that
Bro, is he literally talking about the Marvel Rivals goon skins with his own father? Oh my god, man. Who do you think is the most goonable Marvel Rival skin, Dad? Who have you jerked off the most to out of the Marvel's lineup?
Good to wear into battle.
Oh, yeah. Very
that's-
practical.
there was one of the Boulder's Gate. It might have been I think it was the first one. The first Boulder's Gate. There's one of the female characters in there. And yeah, you have like the big burly guy that swings axes and everything. And they're wearing all kinds of stuff. And the highest level armor that you can get for the girl is like a mini skirt. You're like, okay, wait a second. How is her armor class up like 40 now? I don't understand.
Listen, I'm all for women power, all that. Yeah, please go off. But like, what? Yeah. Talk about the Captain America skin. Oh my god, you'll love it. You'll have a good laugh at that. Okay, I will tell him about that.
Okay.
So Captain America, Captain
Still
America.
here, guys. I'm still here.
So they made him a summer skin where he's in basically a unitard, like you would in wrestling.
Nice.
But they made his bulge so large that when he sat down in the chair, it went through the chair. And then somebody pointed it out, and the clip went viral. And they went,
Okay, this is actually funny. I'll grant this. This is a funny little nugget, isn't it? But fucking, I saw this, dude. They literally gave him a massive cock bulge for no reason.
oh, so as we like to say, they nerfed him. They pulled his scout power down a little bit. And so the Domina bunny skin. All right, we aren't going to get into Domina, chat. That's a sensitive spot. I know I bought it. I don't buy skins. It's not my thing.
Right.
Free to play game.
Yeah.
I'll support it. I'm a content creator. I bring people to it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Whatever. There was a skin set that was all bunny suits for different characters in Overwatch, a different game.
Okay.
And
Yeah, free game vibe.
Yeah,
Gunny.
seriously.
Big bunny suit.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah, talking about Captain America's cock bulge with my own father. Anyway, yes, this is it. Fucking hell, dude. It's just like, it's just edited. I feel like this is edited, man. I feel like that's a sort of AI edit to make the cock bulge larger. This is preposterous, man. I didn't look it up. PD linked it to me because he's a dirty little perv. Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Well, Domina is as the name implies, she's like a high class. In her lore, she's like a very high class CEO type. That's just very boss bitch. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
very, you know what I'm saying?
Walks around with RBF all the time.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely. Very
Okay.
confident, full of herself.
Okay.
And she had this like bunny skin that I bought. Well, the thing is, game's first person, so all I'm looking at is the gun. The other people on my team are distracted, is what I'm thinking. Right? It's like, hey, maybe they'll leave me a second. No, it didn't work
Pay
that way.
attention now.
Yeah, no. But no, honestly, the art was really good. But like in comparison to like Rivals, we teasingly refer to the Marvel Rivals skins as Gooner skins. Gooner being jacking off.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like it's the same thing.
Okay.
Explaining to my dad what goon means. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. This is unreal. Okay, listen. I will say this obviously is not, the best Gamin4Hope content I've ever seen. And I'm unlikely to watch all 2 hours of this. But there are a few little things in here that are funny. There's a few little nuggets you can get out of it.
Because let's see. Because on Twitter it was the only thing I saw. Must have been a mod I saw. I don't even know anymore, bro. Did that thing also have jiggle physics? I wouldn't. I wish. Okay, Chad, come on. Let's calm down. What are we doing? Deadlock at least doesn't have skins yet, so he won't run into that issue. That's the game I'm playing when I get back. So
Which one is that?
Dude,
So
I've got nothing on this computer to throw up, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I'm just totally gaped. What have I got down? I've got nothing. I've got literally nothing on this new computer, man. Give it 10 minutes and I'll be back, okay? You can see my face again. I know you guys are super desperate to see my face, even though you know exactly what it looks like. Just imagine my face is there, okay? Just imagine and you'll figure it out. Okay, just trust me.
You know what League of Legends is vaguely.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's a MOBA is what the format is. League of
Okay.
Legends is a MOBA.
MOBA.
And
Sorry, this is where my ignorance.
we
comes
start
in, guys.
educating. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Deadlock is a MOBA, but it's instead of like a top-down like RTS stuff,
okay.
it's a over-the-shoulder third-person shooter.
Okay.
And I'm not a big fan of third-person shooters in my experience.
Right.
It's part of why I didn't care for Marvel Rivals that much.
Okay.
But there were a lot of other things that pulled me away from Rivals personally. The third person was just one of the things, and it was small. But Deadlock is I played it once when it was early access last year in April.
Dude, the problem for gaming here is, I mean, people were disagreeing with this in chat the other day, but I'm pretty sure it is just the case that Marvel Rivals is the game to play on stream if you want to play some sort of hero shooter type game. And it clears Overwatch in terms of interest at the moment. I don't even have the old PNG on this computer, dude. That's how bleak it is, okay? This computer is empty. There's nothing on here except the stuff to fucking fire up a stream. And Libra Wolf, the fucking anonymous internet browser for pedophiles.
And I tried it. The only thing I didn't like is it didn't have training wheels, as I would put it, where like a brand new player, MOBAs especially are incredibly difficult to get into.
So like me, I need training wheels.
Yeah, you need training wheels. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, and even like League of Legends, right? Like in a MOBA, you have a build. So you have items that as you play the game, you farm coins, you get better items that boost your abilities to make you stronger. Similar concept to like an RPG. Okay. And but there's different items that will boost different parts of your strengths and weaknesses. So there's like especially in League of Legends,
I figured Chud would be something to use Tor. I mean, Tor is like the professional choice for full-blown drug addicts and pedophiles, isn't it? You know, that's the kind of browser that Epstein would use.
I don't know, chat, thousands of items and some of them will be completely useless to your character, so you don't want those. But how do you know? Well, League has stuff built in that teaches you, like, hey, here's an example build you can use that will actually make you useful.
Bro, dude, he's on his phone already, yes. But to be fair, I'm fairly certain that he's looking at chat.
Or you can expand. There's community servers online. You can go find, like, this is the best build for this hero right now.
Oh, okay.
And so, but Deadlock just didn't have any of that at that time. And I felt like that was kind of a disservice because I don't mind learning that, but there's going to be a whole, like, especially the generation below me, they need the training wheels. It's not that they're bad at video games. It's that they don't want to learn.
Yep.
Their attention spans are so short that, like, you're going to lose an entire group of people that you may not otherwise lose if you just had some basic training wheels.
Okay.
So that was my one criticism of the game. Literally the only one. Other than that, I remember. Chat, you guys might remember and be able to tell me otherwise. But, like, I thought the game was awesome other than that. It was a lot of fun.
Right.
I could see it being a very long time game for me, but get your dad to play Deadlock with you and call the stream Dadlock. That'd be actually kind of funny.
That would be interesting.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, I think it'd be great.
What? Oh my god, dude. It's not good, is it? It's not good.
Cross-platform?
I don't know. Is it cross? Do you guys know? Is it cross-platform? I have no idea. Rivals is slop compared to Deadlock. Deadlock is a gourmet meal compared to other MOBAs.
Gourmet meal.
Wow, Dadlock, what a great meme. Good one, Gaming. Good one.
I'm telling you,
Gourmet.
yeah, dude, the gamers have some great. Yeah, this is the same guy that thought Red Alert was good though, so we might actually base.
He might actually.
We might actually have something going
I
on.
might have to lean into that one.
Yeah, Deadlock broke my 4,000 hour addiction from League of Legends, which League of Legends, I don't know if you know, it's like top 3 games consistently for esports.
Okay.
So like by viewership, revenue, pretty much every measurable statistic, League of Legends.
You guys talk about these, 4,000 hours, and I'm like, some of the drug culture folks that I deal with, and some of the addictions, and some of that, I'm like, dude, that's a lot of time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's a lot.
Man.
Did I ever go pro in Overwatch?
Oh, wait, dude. Your dad is saying you're like addicted to a drug. Your dad is basically insinuating your usage of video games is tantamount to being a fucking drug addict. Oh my god, man. He's calling you a junkie, Gaben. Your own dad is calling you a junkie.
No, you are way behind. There's a few chapters you've missed, my friend. But no.
But hey, watch the videos.
Yeah,
Why not? It's all good.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's pennies, man, but I'll take the pennies, It's PC only because it's only on Steam. Okay, so yeah, it is only PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buy your dad a PC, do short.
Dude, we're nearly back in business with the camera, okay? Also, I honestly think that there's something wrong with this anyway, because it keeps flashing. Have you noticed that? The fucking light keeps flashing up for some reason.
Idea. There you go. Fly out my deal. Build my dad like a whole setup.
Yep.
I mean, I've been any of you guys that had cameos from that sale or even in the last little while, I've been borrowing his office. So you guys have seen like the background of there. If you've seen any of the cameos that have come out in the last week and a half. So, yeah, his office is actually kind of cool. I like the way the decor of it's really good. The ergonomics are good when I imagine you actually have your stuff in there.
Yeah.
Because he's got like a monitor mount that's there. and I noticed he had an Ethernet cable ready to be pulled into the back of the computer. Like I pick up on these things.
It's all hardlined. Yep,
yeah,
yep,
it's great. Yeah, he's got a good little spot out here, man. It's good.
I'm still stuck on the jiggle physics, man.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You're actually right, Hope. The majority of the player base right now, from what I've seen, is 25 plus. I've yet to see a single kid on deadlock. Which, you know, the other thing that's really important is like I observed that may have been something that would hold back a younger generation, but they'd also may be very intentional. That is something that I thought about too afterward. Was I was like, you know, they may actually not want this young generation on the game, because what I've seen is like, what this next generation needs is the Call of Duty stuff. They need the hit constant.
Okay, guys, I think
hits
we're good.
constant throughout. Because if they don't get it, they're disinterested, man. It's over. And like I played. I've got a lot of you guys know I've got a Nintendo Switch too, and I bought Pokemon Fire Red, which is a Game Boy Advance Pokemon game from when I was a kid, and it was like $20. I'm like, no, it's offline. I could play it while I'm on our 21.5-hour drive. That sounds great. Let's do that. And I remembered how like casual and slow it used to feel. It was awesome. Like it was kind of like a
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. I'm gonna break that jar and just kind of chill out for a second. Like like the Pokemon, it's turn based, right? Oh God, you release a turn based game right now?
Way!
I don't think it succeeds. I think you actually fall apart.
Well, that Baldur's Gate 3.
That's true. It was turn based.
It is. Yep. And we actually, because we played through the boulders and we started doing that one, and it's kind of weird, but yeah, it's nice to be like, oh, okay, I got 2 seconds here. I'm not gonna get smoked.
No, it's all good, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna play some Halo for a bit. Which I'm sure all of you are going to stay watching for, because I know that you love the get. I know you love me so much that you want to support all of my endeavors, including my fantastic, well-regarded gaming streams. Hey, I'm back.
Somewhere, yeah. Somebody asked about what's my OW main. Yeah, but when you talk about Overwatch, it's something I've never played. I've never done it, and you guys say Overwatch, and I like think back to the Marine Corps, and I'm like, my Overwatch main, like an Apache gunship or something. That's my Overwatch main. I don't know what you guys are even talking about.
What are you on about, man?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, it's 100%.
My God,
yeah,
dude.
okay, so yeah, Cameo goes hard, chat. You're absolutely right. Like Cameo, a lot of people online that just don't understand that I have Cameo, I think is a lot of it. They'll be like, how in the world is he sustaining a full-time living with his family? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like this, like July was carried by Cameo.
Dude, we identified this the other day. We looked at his cameo, and he was like doing fucking tons of cameos, bro. I mean, fair play to him, you know. I personally am not a cameo guy, but honestly, fair play to the guy. If he can make it work off a cameo, then so be it, you know. I can't really hate on that, you know. That's fair enough. It's just funny that, you know, he's got all these fucking. Obviously he's cutting off the trolls. You know, think about how much money he could make if he wasn't cutting off all the trolls and the cameo fucking options.
Cameo and that, like, doing that last minute. I mean, we were fine before that, but then, like, doing that allowed me to order this crap without even really thinking about it. We spent a lot more money out here going shopping for fun. Like,
okay. I reckon that he's going to run into some problems. If he's purchasing equipment without thinking about it, with his content creation career being so fleeting, I suspect he's going to eventually run into trouble. Because how much do all this fucking gear cost, man? That you're spending out like that with it? For what? Doing a fucking podcast with your dad? It's just it's just a fucking terrible investment idea. 5 studios and 500 employees now!
It was just kind of fun money, and those things I enjoy doing, because here's the thing. For a while, I felt gross about it with Cameo. I told Dad about this too. Felt gross. I was like, ew, that's gross. It's a stupid amount of money for, realistically, not very many hours. Like 2 or 3 hours, I think is what it took me to fly through the ones that I got from the 24-hour sale that I ran. But then I thought, I'm like, okay, but they are getting something for it. That's kind of like the part that I came back to. It's like, it still stays to the core of what I believe, which is that I primarily should be getting my revenue from the time you guys spend here. I'm always telling you, time's the most valuable asset we have. I really mean that. So that's my number one. I hope that.
See, Chud, Gamin4Hope's dead wasn't so bad. I see no reason to not bring Momma Logic on stream.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. It's not happening, but thank you for the kicks nonetheless. Well, no, dude. It's just there's a whole bunch of reasons I wouldn't want to do that. But anyway.
My income stays at least half, if not more. I'd love to be 100%. But that's ideal, but not probable. 70 to 80% typically does account from just views on videos, straight up. The last chunk of it, what I've always wanted is that it would be you're getting something in exchange for the money you're earning. Because you guys work your ass off at whatever job you work. At least I hope you work hard. I assume you work hard. I assume the best in all of you. But you could spend your money doing anything else. You could spend $20 going out and getting something to eat. You could spend 20, especially in this economy right now. You
Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about, bro. There's nothing else out there except for giving me kicks. Ignore this.
might not get much for $20. Like, there's so many other things you could be doing. So I want to make sure that if you buy merch, right? Merch is a good one too. Merch is one of those things. You spent money, you got something from it. Freshen up energy. If you use my code
Crispy
HOPE at
legs,
checkout,
thank you for the
20% off
kick.
your order.
Thank you.
You get something in return for it. I get a little bit of a
Swaggy
kickback.
Guru, thank you.
When I ran the Fine stuff, when I was doing their microphones, which, by the way, the amount of you that don't know that's actually how you're supposed to pronounce it, I agree it's weird, but like that's how it's pronounced. When I ran that stuff with them, I got a few commissions from people buying the microphone based on my recommendation. Those things I don't feel gross about because, like, no, you spent money, but you got something for it. And then I also happened to benefit from it. Capitalism. It's like capitalism 101. So, oh, holy shit, you literally are just chatting. The amount of you that don't realize that we were talking about this, I was like, do we need to have prompts? Probably not.
No, we just, if you put us in a room, it's been a lot of late nights, a lot of, just hanging out. And
seriously, we sat out on the back porch with him, one of my two brothers, and my brother's significant other. We all sat out there, and I think Ruth was out there at some point.
Yep, she was
out there for a bit, yeah. And we were all just sitting out on the patio, just BSing about all kinds of stuff, serious topics, a couple of them, all the way to the lighthearted stuff, like, and that's just normal. And that's why, like, I wanted to do this, and I didn't really talk about this at the beginning. I kind of meant to. My goal with this stream is to help humanize.
Also, what is the? Oh god,
more. I don't really give a shit what people think about me, but there are other creators out there that if they dealt with the amount of BS I receive online, they'd have quit already because it is so much. And I know that I'm self-aware enough to be scrolling through other like videos and like creators that I enjoy and look in their comment sections. Of course, there's negativity. I don't know what it is about mine, but I have somehow drawn quite a bit of it. And I'm cool with that. It's like my bills are still paid. I still go to sleep at night. I'm good. But there are people that if they received the same level of hatred that I have received, they'd have quit already.
We've had guys quit law enforcement
because of the same kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's amazing people and
doing. It's that a bit different, bro. Some copper is getting a bunch of shit because of all the negative things people say. Like, I don't know, man. Like, in spite of the memes, I'm not like a massive pro-cop guy. But surely being a cop is subject to a lot more fucking stress and pressures that would mean that criticism is going to hit a lot harder than if you're playing Overwatch mediocrely.
Amazing job. They don't. It's one of the, why is this person yelling at me? They're not yelling at you. They're yelling at a badge. They're yelling at a uniform. They're yelling at your beliefs, whatever.
Yeah, it's probably mostly that.
A lot of times it's not a personal attack, It's just,
It's not personal as much as it seems that way, but it does.
That's
exactly, it does sometimes feel that way. And but it's like, what I want people to start understanding, especially of like those live streamers that you watch that are live streaming for you and giving you entertainment live every single day, I want you to develop a further understanding what that looks like. Because like a lot of you guys suggested I IRL stream my trip. That means I'm putting my kids in there, which is like my number one. I'm not doing that. I included that in my content at the beginning of my Overwatch journey, and I regret that deeply because people on the internet are fucking freaks. It's just, I'm just gonna say it the way.
Who would talk about his I think that was one of my streams, wasn't it? Talking about his family.
It is. It's not all of you. Don't take that offensively, but if you take it offensively, it fits, right? But seriously,
no.
I realized later on, I'm like, man, that's like probably my biggest regret as a creator was including my kids at their ages. If they're in like teenage years and they want to be involved and they express that they want to be part of something, I don't know, I'd put them on camera still just because, again, what I just said. But I think, at that point, they have the conscious liberty to make that choice for themselves. Because once you become an internet personality, even if I quit today, whatever I've broadcasted, whatever I've posted is on the internet forever. It doesn't go anywhere. So anyway, coming back to that, to the context, most of the streamers that that are streamers are truly streamers. They don't really create videos. They don't have anything else going on in their life. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. If that's what they...
Wait, hang on a sec. Wait, that's not true at all. What's this going on about, man? No, that's not true. That's not true. I do have stuff going on.
That's a good thing for them. Some of these guys are making millions of dollars a day. Like, it's crazy.
Wait, that's not me either.
Yeah. I mean, how else do they sustain... you look at, like, iShowSpeed, right? This guy, do you know who that is at all? He's a...
Okay, he's talking about massive streamers, not me. Okay, thank fuck for that, dude. Jesus.
Creator that is very, very, very popular. He's traveling all over the world. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, many of you will know this better than I do. I believe his goal is to visit every country in the world.
Yeah.
And like
Is there 166 countries or something?
Something like that. And he's been through a lot of them. And he doesn't just go through. He's like hanging out.
Also, I don't think this is wrong as well. There's not people that make millions per day. There's people that make millions in a week or a month possibly, but millions per day is preposterous, man. And at most it would be like touching on 1 million in a week if you've got a very good fucking week.
The culture,
nice.
Streaming it, like sharing different cultures and stuff. I think it's awesome. I don't like to watch as much because again, it's all the time. I wouldn't be able to catch up. But it's just one of those things, man, where I'm like,
195.
195 countries in the world. Yeah.
Oh, trade,
If any
man.
person on Twitter that would get the 10% of hate you receive daily would just deactivate. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I do. They just log onto the computer and click start streaming. That's
I will say, you know, I do somewhat agree with this. Like, there are a lot of people who like to talk a lot of shit, but if they were on the sharp end of it, they would literally fucking kill themselves. There is right about that. But again, it's like, well, that's the cut of the, you know, the roll of the, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's what you get when you're an online creator. You get the upsides and you get the downsides, you know? I mean, there's people that experience a snippet of negative attention and that aren't online personalities. And yeah, shit for them, you know? It is shit for them. You see it constantly. These people get this moment of attention and it's like, you know, a very negative experience. But I just feel like, well, yeah, that's, you know, you're making that choice. I feel bad for people who are thrust into it out of their wishes. I think that's fucked. You know, they have a bad day and then they become, you know, this hated person on the internet. So that kind of fucking sucks. But, you know, when it's someone that's chosen to be an internet personality that's got profiles where they put out content, well, yeah, you know, you can't just have the upsides. You're going to have the downsides and the negatives too. So you kind of, you know, you're kind of asking for it, you know?
easy. So much hate. Yeah, right. That's all they do. What does your dad's shirt say? That's embrace the suck.
Yep.
And what does it mean? We will probably answer that question a lot, but the short version.
Do something hard in your life.
Yep.
And embrace it. Lean into it.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to go to boot camp. I don't want to go through this academy. I don't want to
go to the gym. I don't want
to get sprayed with pepper spray. I don't want to get hit with a taser. I don't want to run up that hill. I don't want to, I don't want to leave the basement and walk around the block. I mean, if you haven't listened to some of David Goggins' stuff, it's a fun story to listen to.
Yeah.
Because
David
he kind of
Goggins?
started in a very low place and built to where he is now. But yeah, just do hard things. That's all
Yep, that's
really
it.
is about.
Right. Yep. That's exactly it. We need an FAQ for just this stream. Embrace the suck, do hard things in your life, and embrace it. Also deadlocked August 10th. True. That's true. Yo, Joey, thanks for the gifted sub, man, over to Grody. Hope you enjoy the benefits of your sub, man. And I think a little while ago there was a Prime. I'm sorry, I don't have my normal setup. Blake Rayhart, bro, I appreciate that, man, for real. Thank you for the support, dude.
Okay, you're speaking Greek again.
So there's the Greek there. So that's gifting a sub on Twitch is revenue. So that's like there's
He's an extreme guy that runs with broken legs. Oh, dude. I mean, look, I am all for positive mental attitude and all this shit, but fucking hell, dude. Bro, stop posting fucking links to some dog shit tweet that I don't care about, man. Holy fuck.
spending, in this case, if they gift, well, each sub a tier. Okay, back. There's 3 tiers of subs.
He's got to take it down real low for me, guys.
We're explaining it.
We're talking Marine Corps crayon mentality here, okay? It's going
Explain
to
this
take
to
a
me
second.
like I'm
I
5.
apologize, yeah.
But the basically they're on Twitch specifically. YouTube has a different thing that's similar, but on Twitch you have a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 sub.
Okay.
They increase in cost. I receive 50% of that cost.
Oh, okay.
And generally speaking, tier 1 is what you see. Tier 2 and tier 3, it's like $10 and $25 a month.
Okay.
So I don't have any specific benefits to those. I encourage people that are going to spend that much to go over to my Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get immensely better benefits there. And I also receive more of it. It's a 50-50 split with Twitch. On Patreon, it's like a 93-7. I receive 93% of it. It's a staggering difference. But anyway, tier 1s. So if they use a Prime sub, Prime is Amazon Prime. Amazon owns Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
And you can link the 2 accounts. And
Does
then you
Amazon not own anything? Anyway.
seriously, good question. Probably not.
Yeah. You got those Zooks cars in Vegas now.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so they own, Amazon owning Twitch allows them to combine Amazon Prime with your Twitch account.
Oh, okay.
And then you get every 30 days you get a free sub as a benefit of being
Sorry,
a Prime member.
dude. Okay, I think I'm halfway through. I'm going to pause here and maybe come back to it tomorrow so we've at least got an end point. We've at least got an end point of this segment.